For me, I want to thank the judiciary. I want to thank Justice Omotosho for his courage, and he has restored confidence that truly the judiciary is the glass house. And as a common person, justice has been done. And I want to thank every people. These people are Nigerians. Everywhere I went throughout this process, everybody I see, they tell me we are praying for you. I want to tell every people are Nigerians that have been praying for me, that God has answered our prayer. So I dedicate this to God and this God. This justice, this judgment today, as we have found the foundation of democracy in Nigeria. And
okay, top of the day to you, Edo State people and Nigerians across the world. Greetings to you all. And this is the Comrade Show. I particularly gladly welcome you to this program. It's going to be a short one. I just played an excerpt from the first reaction of Philip Shaibu when, of course, he was reinstated by the Federal High Court as the Deputy Governor of Edo State. I'm going to be talking about that matter briefly. However, but I'm just going to start with the court affirmation of Asue Ighodalo as the Edo State PDP governorship candidate. Just in the last couple of days, there was a court judgment affirming Asue Ighodalo as the authentic candidate of the PDP for the Edo State governorship election of September 2024. Of course, people have been a bit confused, and people have been, misinterpreting the entire situation, as it were. And I thought that as a matter of interest to every electorate, to every Edo State person, most of all, it's essential we clear what is happening so that there will be clarity. And that is why I thought I'll start with this. We'll discuss this, and make sense of it all. And we'll talk about the Felicia. It's going to be a long one. Please, if you are there, share the broadcast. My name is Comrade Lamtic Mousa Oriahi, and you are on to the Comrade Show. Stay with me. Don't go away. Comrade Show. Yes, my people, it is a Comrade Show. We're starting with Asue Ighodalo, the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party in Edo State. Yes, there was a court judgment affirming that Asue Ighodalo is the authentic and duly elected candidate of the People's Democratic Party in Edo State. Now, people were confusing this particular judgment with the earlier judgment that invalidated the primaries that produced Asue Ighodalo as the candidate of the PDP. And so, let us make some sense of it all. Now, these are two judgments, okay? And in these two judgments, the other judgment that has, of course, created a lot of dust everywhere that people are still talking about, it's a separate judgment, a separate case from this particular one. Now, this particular one is a different case altogether. On this occasion, Philip Shaibu, was the one who went to court to challenge the election, the primaries that produced, Asue Ighodalo. And Philip Shaibu, in his prayers, was saying that he is the authentic candidate of the PDP. That was his prayer. And it is that case that was determined by the Federal High Court to say, no, the candidate of the PDP, is Asue Ighodalo. That is a separate matter altogether. Now, the reason why this is equally very important is because, like some of us came to find out that it is the prayers, the request you make to the court that the court will deliver judgment on. Okay? This particular case has no bearing whatsoever directly to the case where the PDP primaries was that produced Asue Ighodalo was invalidated. Now, the difference between these two is this: the one that invalidated the PDP primaries, for which PDP has since gone to court to appeal, okay, was a pre-primary case that some delegates went to court to say, as a matter of fact, my understanding as has been made clear to me, was before the primaries of the PDP that produced Asue Ighodalo, some delegates, okay, having the wind that they were going to be excluded from the process, had actually gone to court, okay, to stop the PDP, Governor Obaseki, from excluding them from the primary process. And that case has since been there, except that judgment only came out just over a week ago that raised all the dust. You understand what I'm saying? That everybody was talking about, that some of us even, came out to say, man, look, based on that judgment, PDP has no candidate in the forthcoming governorship elections. And of course, PDP has since gone to court. So that case, from what we have been made to understand, was a pre-primary matter. Okay? Now, they've gone to court. They did go to court to say, man, stop PDP and the governor from excluding us. Unfortunately, those 380-something delegates were still excluded. And the primaries went on to produce Asue Ighodalo. It is that case that judgment came out to say the process of conducting that primary that excluded those 380-something delegates was invalid. And the prayer of those, the people, the disgruntled delegates, so to speak, that went to court was for the PDP, for the court to stop PDP from excluding them. Having been excluded, the court now found that that was wrong. And to that extent, the court rendered the primary invalid. Now, the court did not make any pronouncement, on Asue Ighodalo on that particular case, because the delegates that went to court did not, add Asue Ighodalo to the matter. As a matter of fact, as at the time they went to court, the primaries had not been heard. So they didn't even, Asue Ighodalo was not yet a candidate of the PDP. I'm just trying to give some clarity. As at the time they went to court, okay, so Asue Ighodalo was not in the picture. So the court judgment did not in any way talk about Asue Ighodalo. It only stated that primaries eventually was invalid. Was not supposed to have, heard after all, and all of that. Well, like I said earlier, the PDP and of course Asue Ighodalo, they've all since gone to the appeal court to appeal that particular judgment. And of course, the outcome of that judgment is going to be, of course, it's going to definitely define what is going to happen, to the PDP, candidacy, as it were. If the appeal court, oppose that judgment, it therefore means, like, it's been stated that the implication of that would just be that PDP will have no candidates in this election. Now, some experts have said that since the court did not explicitly state, based on that case, that, Asue Ighodalo is not a candidate of the PDP and all of that, because that was not part of the prayers, as it were, it now beholds on the delegates or whatever it is, okay, to approach the court to seek interpretation of that judgment. It is the interpretation of that judgment that, the court will interpret, that will determine, okay, what that judgment actually implies. So everything that everybody has been saying, oh, PDP, has a candidate, PDP has no candidate, okay, everything is still subject to how each person see the matter. Okay, but the people involved, okay, probably, I don't know, may have gone to court or would go to court to seek clear interpretation of that judgment. So that's a separate case. That case is more foundational than this one. Now, the one that Asue Ighodalo got judgment from, that is favorable to say that he's the candidate of the PDP, this one was the one taken to court by Philip Shaibu to say he is supposed to be the duly elected candidate of the PDP. And the court now struck that case out. As a matter of fact, this is one of the things flying around. Purportedly, the counsel to Asue Ighodalo and the PDP, the immediate response after the judgment. Let's take a listen, please.
The application in the case of the plaintiff to the application, why the problem?
Number one, because that action was started by. That means that it was filed out of time. It was not filed within the time frame as provided in the custom.
Okay. According to what I understand here, was that the case was struck out because it was statute bar, which means, as explained by this lawyer, that the case that, those that, Philip Shaibu filed against Asue Ighodalo to say he's not the authentic candidate, came late, did not meet the time frame, as it were. And to that extent, that case has been, struck out, affirming Asue Ighodalo as the candidate of the PDP. And I think that judgment definitely has nothing directly to do with the previous judgment. Now, the reason why I said the previous judgment, was very foundational. It was that in this particular case, the primaries had been held, had been done. Asue Ighodalo had been produced as the PDP candidate, and of course, Philip Shaibu paraded himself too as the candidate of the PDP, claiming that he was the one duly elected by the authentic delegates and all of that. You understand what I'm saying now? So all of that, this particular case is standing on primaries having been done. While the other case is bordering on, primaries should have gone on ahead or should not have gone ahead based on the applications earlier made. So which means that the other case where they invalidated the primaries, okay, appears to be like the foundation of the whole matter. Now, if as they've claimed, the lawyers have said that you cannot build something on nothing, okay, which is where that matter becomes, a very, a serious matter that everybody will now have to wait for the outcome of the other judgment that will come from the appeal court, and of course, expected judgment from the interpretation of this particular judgment. That's all. That's going to determine whatever happens. At the end of the day, if the appeal court favors Asue Ighodalo, there will be no case at all. So this one and that judgment will just situate Asue Ighodalo firmly as the candidate of the PDP. However, if the appeal court goes ahead to uphold the judgment of the High Court to say that the primaries conducted by the PDP that produced Asue Ighodalo was invalid, then this second judgment now affirming Asue Ighodalo as the candidate of the PDP will mean nothing, because according to what's it called, the lawyers they have often espoused, is that in law you cannot build something on nothing. The meaning of that is that in this particular judgment where Asue Ighodalo has been affirmed as the governorship candidate of the PDP, that is something. Okay? But if the earlier judgment that invalidated the primaries is upheld by the appeal court, that would be nothing, which means that building this, which is something, on that which is nothing, will be all zero. So the only reason why this one will become something is if on the other case, regarding the other case, the appeal court goes ahead to say this, the high court, the federal high court did not do a good job, steps down the job of the federal high court goes ahead to say in judgment that the primaries that was conducted by the PDP was valid, therefore this case becomes valid. So you see where the matter there. Now, before I came out to do this, I spoke with somebody who is a SAN, S-A-N, to interpret all of these things for me. The person is not willing to come out and talk about all these things because, again, of his own interest in the whole matter, as it were. And of course, he tried to clear all of these things. That this case won by Asue Ighodalo is a very important one for him. And of course, congratulations to Asue Ighodalo, but it is not yet Uhuru. In that they have to wait for the appeal court ruling on the other case, and that is what is going to, confirm whether the celebration of this one, would be a valid celebration or not, and all of that. So at the end of the day, it is still a waiting game. Nobody knows exactly where any of these matters would go, but as things stand, the Sun, told me that I still stand currently, that there is no way, INEC would, if the election is to hold today, there is no way INEC, would include Asue Ighodalo, on the ballot, because there's a subsisting court judgment that says that the primaries that produced him was not valid. Okay, and if it was not valid, it therefore means that everything that happened in that primaries, from the conducting the primaries to producing somebody as a candidate, every other thing, it is trying to put something on nothing. So, which means that the PDP wouldn't have a candidate. You understand? But to sort all matters out, the other people definitely still would go to court to come and seek a clear interpretation that would be, visible to the blind and audible to even the deaf, so that there will be no, further argument and all of that. But the implication of that judgment was what he explained, you understand? And that's the implication to a layman. So which means that there will be need for some clarity and all of that. But all of these definitely will just be nothing if a appeal court judgment comes out tomorrow to say that primaries that brought out Asue Ighodalo was a valid primary. Story will just end, and Asue Ighodalo will continue his matter without any nyama, any magu. He will be a candidate. But it remains to be seen what that is going to be. And of course, whatever we get, we're going to be talking about it. Like I said earlier, we cannot shy away from it. It's a matter of interest to everybody. Whether you support Asue or you don't support Asue, it's all a matter of interest, and we must keep talking about it. Now, while all of that is going on, there's a lot happening right now in Edo State. Edo State is seriously tensed right now because in the course of yesterday, of course, the entire internet space has been awash with the news that the deputy governor of Edo State, Shaibu, has been reinstated, and we are going to go into that just now. Don't go away to see the commercial. My name is Comrade Lamte Orega. Don't forget that on Sunday, this very Sunday, we are going to be playing host to the running mate of Osagbovo Akpata, the governorship candidate of the Labour Party. We are going to be hosting him on Zoom. Don't go far from this. This is very, very important. I'm talking of Yusuf Asama Kadiri SAN. We're going to be talking to him on Zoom. And of course, everybody's invited. It is not just going to be us interviewing. It's going to be all Edo State people interacting with him and all of that. But stay with us. Don't go away. It is the Comrade Show.
Edo State people who not do well. My brother, my sister, you never hear. Tori day, Jabrata. What are we talking about? Now, the Edo State Labour Party deputy governorship candidate, when name be Yusuf Asama Kadiri SAN, and he don't tandagirigba to engage Edo State people all over the world for inside international Zoom meeting. My people, this na big part package. It means to say anywhere you dey for this world, you dey UK, you dey America, you dey Canada, you dey Australia, anywhere you come dey for this world, you fit turn that green bar for inside your office, inside your room, anywhere to enter this Zoom meeting. Inside this Zoom meeting, Asamago dey use him mouth dey talk wetin Olumide don dey tell us since how they want to govern Edo State. For where you dey, you go fit ask question, any question at all. You go fit interrogate them, because all the people when they plan say they want to govern Edo State, it good make we know who they be, the kind power, the kind thing when they carry come, when they want carry enter inside government house. My people, this na ogbonge opportunity for you. We be say he never really interact with the running mate of Olumide Akpata. This now the chance to do so, my people. You know the time, you know the day. I go tell you now. The day now on Sunday, the 21st of July 2024, and the time now 8:30 p.m. in the evening for Nigerian time. Green girl, now the matter want to start, my people. Now Zoom. As you listen to this ogbonge info, my people, make you look under and you go see the link to the Zoom. Just keep on Sam on that day by 8 o'clock in the evening for Nigerian time. The Zoom session go open. You go click and you go just enter am. We go wait for someone when you go come. We will come talk to them. All the Jesus want this with them. My people, an opportunity to take know the people there when they aspire to govern us. My belly they sweet me. Olumide Akpata. Yusuf Asama Kadiri SAN. Labour Party. Una too much.
Time to you, my people. Even if the rough, I know mine. Cause together we shall stand.
My people, make we all come out on election day and vote Olumide Osaigbavo Akpata, una guy, as governor of Edo State. He ready to change our story and bring better life for we and our pikin them. Vote Labour Party, the party for Papa, Mama and Pikin. Make we vote well, Oludi, confirm. Now you be our guy. Labour Party, forward ever.
Olumide Akpata.
Okay, my people. Yes. Now we're gonna go to Philip Shaibu. Of course, this is definitely is a matter right now that is creating a lot of tension in Edo State. Philip Shaibu has been reinstated, by the Federal High Court to say that Philip Shaibu remains the deputy governor of Edo State. You recall that a couple of months ago, Philip Shaibu was impeached by the Edo State House of Assembly. And of course, he was quickly replaced by Engineer Mobile, and all of that. And just now, the court has heard that that impeachment was illegal, and that Philip Shaibu's rights and privileges must be reinstated immediately. And Philip Shaibu, as a matter of fact, Edo State has been thrown into a pandemonium, if you may. There are those happy, expressing joy that Philip Shaibu has been reinstated. And of course, there are those, holding their ground to say that Engineer Mobile remains deputy governor of Edo State. And what is going to happen because of this now, we don't know. But information reaching us, unconfirmed so far, is that Philip Shaibu is already making arrangements to go to Edo State government house to resume back officially as the deputy governor of Edo State, and that is leading to a lot of friction here and there. Of course, the end of this matter is we don't know it yet. Apparently, what subsists, what we know, is that Philip Shaibu has been reinstated by a court of competent jurisdiction as the deputy governor of Edo State. Well, let's just take a listen to the immediate reactions that came from Philip Shaibu, and of course he did address the press himself, and I mean it's been a celebration mood in and around his own environment. People have the state has been thrown into an ecstasy of a sort, particularly those his supporters and every other thing. Let's just take a snippet of some of those expressions. That's Philip Shaibu right there, of course, accompanied by a mammoth crowd. The implication of this, we're going to try to discuss them shortly. I just don't want to play the sound because of copyright issues and all of that. Well, you can see that and all of that. But this one is from AIT. But Philip Shaibu had immediate reaction. Let's take a listen.
And did the court make any consequential order as to your benefits as a deputy governor, why this impeachment proceedings had gone on? So, we'd like to hear from you, sir.
That's lovely for my lawyer to talk about the case. For me, I want to thank the judiciary. I want to thank Justice Omotosho for his courage, and he has restored confidence that truly the judiciary is the glass house. And as a common person, justice has been done. And I want to thank these people are Nigerians. Everywhere I went throughout this process, everybody I see, they tell me we are praying for me. I want to tell the people are Nigerians that have been praying for me, that God has answered our prayer. So I dedicate this to God and this God. This justice, this judgment today, as we have found the foundation of democracy in Nigeria. And it has also sent a message to anti-democratic forces that their time is coming to an end. So democracy must survive in Nigeria. Democracy is what by something. So, Edo people, I will continue to serve you everything that I have. And by the grace of God, together I do it. Thank Edo people, and I thank God for this. Thank you. Thank you.
Anyways, that's Philip Shaibu. Like I said, it has been reinstated, and of course, you know, the implication of this definitely we cannot exactly determine, but people expect that there will be some friction because right now some of us are beginning to think well, I would say the odds gone now based on this law. Omobayo becomes an outgone deputy governor. You know, he has enjoyed quite some stint as deputy governor of Edo State. Well, what becomes of him? Will he quickly vacate the office of Shaibu to come in, or will Philip Shaibu just relax and wait for the appeal process to be concluded? Because we understand that the Edo State House Assembly will be going to appeal the judgment, or will Philip Shaibu be forcing himself into his office where Omobayo currently resides? All of these we don't know. You understand what I'm saying now? But from the feelers we are getting already, the state is already thrown into some pandemonium because of the rift that this is, you know, has the capacity, you know, to create and to cause. And when some of us speak, it is when we speak the way we speak, it is because there's a pattern, you know, particularly when I bring Governor Obaseki into the frame. You understand what I'm saying? Now, right now, there's so much, you know, so much rift, you know, across those states. And there is no way we can, you know, remove Governor Obaseki from the equation, because at the end of the day, Governor Obaseki is the man who is the harbinger of all of these, you understand, because of his own political Maradonic style, you understand what I'm saying, and all of that. And so what is going to become of this matter right now, I do not know. As an unconfirmed report is already telling me earlier before I started this broadcast that, you know, gunshots are already being heard around areas around Government House, you understand what I'm saying, and all of that, because Philip Shaibu is coming, and all our Ring Road is in a state of some mess at the moment, even as we speak. I had 2 diseases, I don't know, that's why I say it's unconfirmed report. But if it is true, it is not unexpected, because at the end of the day, many of us know, you know, that the impeachment of Philip Shaibu, whether we like him or not, it doesn't really matter, was all interest driven. You understand what I'm saying? And whose interest? In the governor's interest, you know. And when I said earlier, I said it's a pattern with Governor Obaseki. You know, of course, you may love him, you may not, you understand, but some of us are critical because we have seen this pattern. You know, initially when some of us were ardent supporters of Governor Obaseki, we didn't just remove the veil. We just want to say, okay, yeah, okay. Our governor governed Edo State for 1 year. He had no cabinet. It was just himself and this same deputy governor and his SSG, 3 of them. You understand? Ran the state for 1 year without commissioners. You understand a bit of what I'm saying now? And for only God knows how many months, several months, about 18 months to even more, there was no local government elections. The local governments were administered by, what's it called, administrators appointed by him at, dispensed at his own will and every other thing. Under the same arrangement we're talking about right now, so we had a governor who had no House of Assembly. A little mistake, was made, and he just put his feet on it to ensure that he didn't have any opposition and every other. So we've seen a pattern with our governor in that anything that appears to stand up to him, he cannot tolerate it, and so the thing must be wiped out. And that's exactly what happened to Shaibu. We all saw it. So even the excuse, that some people regard as flimsy by the House of Assembly, you understand what I'm saying, that they used to impeach him, people equally said I wasn't going to stand the test of time. So at the end of the day, when you combine all of these things, what it has created for the governor, this is the truth, whether it's supported or not, doesn't matter. What it has created a mountain of opposition, a mountain of foes, a mountain of enemies, if you may, for him. People who were friends with this same governor, 4 years ago, majority of them are right now on the other side because of the way he has treated most of them, and most of these things driven by the fact that he doesn't, want anybody to stand up to him. You understand? And all of that. And there is no way in life people must accommodate other opinions, even if they don't agree with theirs. That's what creates the necessary balance in life. You understand what I'm saying? People must accommodate other opinions. You understand? Every opinion must not agree with yours. I stand here, I support Olumide Akpata. I get opposition every day, from people who support other candidates. But the beauty of it all is that I'm still able to have a healthy conversation with those, even though we don't agree, with people who oppose me and those I oppose. Some of them, we are still able to have a healthy conversation because we know that at the end of the day, the permanent denominator in all of this is Edo State. And all many of us want for Edo State is a state that is running well. You know, if there's tension in Edo State right now, everybody's going to be affected. Everybody. There is no way right now we'll talk about elections if matters right now that are building degenerates into, and puts Edo State into a state that is ungovernable. Nobody can discuss election or discuss anything anymore. You understand what I'm saying? And so we must say this because the minimum says, Amaka Moria will worry about Governor Obaseki need to hear things that he will not hear from those who are saying yes sir, political hallelujah men and women. I'm not one, you understand? And so with the small voice I get, I will talk about some of these things. You understand? I'm saying all these issues right now, his own personal interest, overriding personal interest, is a major issue linked to all of these issues. But I will advise on a very public scale. I will advise, if hello, good evening, sir. Hello, I can hear you. What's your name and where are you calling from? I greet you, sir.
Yes, I'm just watching you now, and I just want to see if I can contribute a little bit.
Go ahead, sir. You have 16 minutes.
About the crisis that they said.
Go on, sir.
I was watching your take on the whole thing. You see, when it comes to politics, everybody cannot be on one side.
Absolutely.
You understand? Just like you said. So everybody say Obaseki is not good. But he still wants to support us, whether you like it or not. I don't know if you understand me.
Yes, I agree.
Just Akpata has his own supporters, whether you like it or not. Okpawolo has his own. So at the end of the day, we have some overzealous supporters out there in Benin on all sides, on both APC, PDP, Labour, and another party. And at the end of the day, we are all one Edo, no matter who is governor or who is not governor. Absolutely. You understand? And what I would advise our people is that nobody should go and die because of any politician.
Very true.
You understand?
Yes.
Let us all calm down. It is just after politics, life after election.
Absolutely.
You understand? You know, at the end of the day, all these supporters that are fighting themselves on both sides, you understand? Whether you support Obaseki, whether you support Okpewolo, at the end of the day, we are all Edos.
Absolutely.
We are all brothers.
Yes.
You understand? So I just want to use your platform to appeal to our people, you know, to calm down. You know, whether you like Obaseki or not, we are supporters. Whether you say supporters are crazy for supporting him, that is your opinion. And you know, politics is a game of contestation of ideas.
It is.
Everybody cannot be on one side.
Yeah.
Everybody cannot have the same opinion of somebody. You understand? Me, I don't particularly like Obaseki too much, but I've come to accept that there are people who like him there.
Oh yeah.
You cannot kill them for liking him.
Of course.
That is their opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand. I don't think. Sorry.
I said I follow you. Go on.
So I don't think at the end of the day we are all brothers. I don't think we should go and die because of any politician. All those youths fighting on the road because of Okpewolo or because of APC or because of Obaseki, is it really worth it? Come to think of it.
It's not.
You understand?
I agree.
Because at the end of the day, these people, you understand, their family are not there. Their children are not there fighting.
Yeah.
You understand? So after election, now what now happens? Will life not go on? No matter who wins.
Yeah.
So, my Comrade Lanti, please, I just want to use your platform to appeal to our Edo people. Let everybody calm down.
Yeah.
You know, support whoever you want to support, whether you like this other person or you don't like this other person. But be mindful that as you don't like this person, somebody likes him.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not. It is what it is. You understand?
Yeah, thank you so much, my brother, my friend.
Sorry?
I said thank you so very much. The point is
so everybody should please calm down and stop all this unnecessary agitation, fighting, insulting, you know, mudslinging, violence. It's not called for because of one politician or that will not even remember you when you even get there.
I agree.
You know? So please, that is what I just have to say.
Thank you,
people should please calm down.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And just support your candidate peacefully.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's what I have to say, sir. Thank you.
God bless you, my brother. Thank you. I mean, I think that's a very useful call. As a matter of fact, it's the point, the advocacy that we have always made. Honestly, my own direct message to Shaibu is I would advise Shaibu to just stay away because at the end of the day, the only reason why Shaibu will want to go to the government house and resume office is it still boils down to the issue of interest. To go and oppose Governor Obaseki and of course to go and create problem for what he has always disagreed with or what is it he disagrees with in that government. You understand? That's the only reason. Otherwise, I would advise Shaibu to just take this judgment in very peaceful faith. And Obaseki's tenure is coming to an end in a matter of just less than 70 days, I believe. You know, and just allow everything flow to an end. You know, so that we don't put those states into a very difficult state. Hello. 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 Hello, I can hear you. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from, sir?
Yeah, my name is Mr. Mori. I'm calling from the US, sir.
Go ahead, Mr. Mori.
Yeah, thank you for your show. I've been listening to you, and I asked a question the other day. I think the guy did not get me very well, and I just want to say the only way we can, I mean, no matter where we look at it from, we see it from different perspectives.
Absolutely.
This is politics. It's a game of a contestation.
Yes.
And whatever group we belong to, I think we're all clamoring for a better Edo state.
Yes.
Like I said the other day, the worst among these candidates, the three major contenders, is Okpewolo, Okpebolo of APC and his party. And if I will say this one for the records, and we might come back as in the future as a reference point to this one. The only way we can defeat that common candidate that is the worst among them is Olumide Akpata and Asue Ighodalo to work together. So that what happened in the presidential election will not repeat itself. If Obi had worked with Atiku, which was not possible, they would have won, they would have defeated the Tinubu. Now that's exactly what is going to happen again in those states. You know, no matter what you think, someone want to work for his party as a party man, whether he likes Okpebolo or not, whether he wanted Okpebolo from the beginning or not, it doesn't matter to him. You want to work for him. And the rest of people, they will share their vote between Okpebolo and Asue Ighodalo. And at the end of the day, when Akpata and Asue Ighodalo are dragging the name, which is supposed to be the determinant of the winner of this election, at the end of the day, we might end up giving Okpebolo an easy victory. And that would be a setback for Edo State by my own calculation.
Thank you very much.
Continue to say this. I don't know how they can work, how they can do this thing before the election. Asue may not want to come down for Olumide. Olumide may not want to come down for Asue Ighodalo. At the end of the day, we will be 20 years backward again. If somebody like Okpebolo is allowed to be the governor of Edo State, the man I mean well, but he doesn't have the capacity for what I can see for the people around him.
Yes.
And it will be sad. It will be a backward movement. It will be an abnormal. It will be an aberration. So at the end of the day, for Edo that has produced the likes of Obemudia, Ali, and now power going back to a candidate like Okpebolo. I think it will be sad.
Thank you very much, sir. The point has been the point has been well made. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. I'm sure that they are listening, their supporters are listening, they will hear. However, where I stand on this matter is that this is a contestation, and like I will always say, everybody will not lie down with their heads facing the same direction. It's a contestation, and the only area some of us want to maintain is let us have an election that is free, fair, and credible. Let the vote count. If those state people in their majority decide to say Okpebolo, let it be legitimate. Okpebolo will be the governor of Edo State. If those state people say Asue will be. If those state people say it's Olumide or anybody else at that matter, the person should be. You understand what I'm saying? And so my own take is that we almost fight as much as possible. The fight I think is genuine for all of us to fight is to have a free, fair, and credible election. Not an election that will be manipulated by any power of incumbency or by federal might. Free, fair, and credible election. So that at the end of the day, whoever those two people comes out to choose, that person should be allowed to be the governor of Edo State. And that's all. I think that's what's most important. So, like I said, of course, Shaibu is not going to take my advice. Of course, it's sad what he wants to do. He has it already, carved out. But my advice is that everybody, all stakeholders, should look at Edo State first. Edo State second. Because at the end of the day, like Lord Jonathan said, my ambition is not worth the blood of any Nigerian. All these issues right now that you guys are creating, the political actors, from Obaseki to Shaibu to everybody involved, you guys understand that there's an Edo State masses that are more important than all of you put together. So let us consider that, so that we don't use Edo State people against themselves and create unnecessary havoc in Edo State. Hello,
sir.
I greet you, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Lucky, calling from Germany.
Just 30 seconds, Lucky. I want to round off this broadcast, please.
The matter, I just some advice now I want to give. I beg me if finish Labour Party, the governorship, make it prepare very well because of what they go on for this state. So all the vigilante today now shooting they go on because of common campaign for whether they campaign. But be help the campaign. Between APC and PDP that they fight for those states where they should go. The video there everywhere, they news. I beg if you me see, I'm gonna tell us make it put more security on that day and to secure the ballot, everything. So PDP they plan very hard. PDP are mostly PDP where they in power in those states. They plan very hard for those to distract people because they're there for power. Now let's to give her more security for another state on that day. Go, very good.
All right, so, thank you very much, my brother. Your point has been well made. Anyways, these are matters that are developing. I didn't want to talk about this matter already, but we are monitoring. Our ears are on the ground. You understand? But we'll do a holistic broadcast on it. So my people, those people are Nigerians across the world. And so the matter reach at the moment. I will switch away from these guys. For people who are from Edo State, who understand that the stakes are too high. The kind of political character we have in Edo State is not one that is sustainable. It's not one that we want to see in the next 4 years. We are aware the information we are getting, the amount of arms that are bringing to Edo State because of this election. But at the end of the day, we should do all we can do. You understand what I'm saying? Now, pray as much as we could. Make it be say whatever the beginning masses anybody will plan evil. You understand what I'm saying now? Because of election. Maybe they use their head, they carry their evil. Make them some of themselves. If you get the way we say, nature will feel just take settle some matter. You understand what I'm saying? Even before the election. But let me say, in all of this, I have maintained this, and I say it as a prophet. It's prophetic, whether you like it or not. The only candidate on the field right now that will become governor of Edo State and peace will be restored to Edo State reasonably. And everybody, whether APC or PDP, everybody will come together and agree. Okay, bata it will be a bata. It's Osagbovo Olumide Akpata. You see these APC, PDP people in the see so, these guys, in fact, now God will save everybody for this election because of their readiness and their preparedness, which is why everywhere many Edo State persons, electoral everybody, you understand? All these people when they sing so, this one, we should discard all these guys, man, because the more you give them chance, the more you they empower their wickedness. The only candidate on this field, okay, who not they APC, they PDP, they get their matter, it's Olumide Akpata. And I make bold to say it. If we are not supporting Olumide Akpata to become the next governor of Edo State, we are supporting an anarchy. If we are not supporting Olumide Akpata to become the next governor of Edo State, we are supporting disunity. We are supporting disharmony that is already there right now. So, me, I'm very happy that Olumide Akpata is in the mix. Because if he's not there right now, the choice is going to be between the two already familiar wicked institutions that we have, political institutions we have, APC and PDP. Their desperation will not be here. I ask Olumide this election, this election of 50-50 matter. You either win or you feel win, you feel not win. What will happen if you don't win? He said it publicly. A lot of people were there. He said, Lamte, comrade, if I don't win, I will bring myself to become a formidable opposition to whoever wins. I will provide proper opposition, constructive one, so that the state will develop. He's not going anywhere. Now that's why I say this is a man of honesty. Olumide don't even get plans, don't even get the capacity to even say no. Olumide wants to win this election on the ballot. And he wants to win with everybody getting convinced that it's the right candidate. I am saying it, not because of me. I'm not patronizing. I have looked at the interest of Edo State. The man who will best serve the interest of Edo State today, if given a chance, will be Olumide Osagbovo Akpata. So there is no reason. If we are rational, we want peace, we want progress, we want tranquility in Edo State. If Olumide Akpata gets announced as the next governor of Edo State, you will see the feel-good feeling factor that will immediately envelop the whole of Edo State, because Olumide cuts across every interest. It's not a sworn enemy to anybody. But you see all these other two people, so there's a history of enmity. And when two elephants fight, now the grass and they suffer around. So it will be in our own best interest for the next 4 years. At least, if not for anything, make APC and PDP just learn some lessons. Particularly when you are giving power to somebody who is competent, somebody who will, give the kind of governance that we may never have seen before in those states. So my people, we'll keep on talking about this. So Olumide Akpata will be coming to London. We'll be coming to Manchester on the 26th in London, 27th in Manchester. We'll hammer that, further. But we'll not forget, now the poster I want to put up we'll see the poster there. Olumide will be in London and will be in Manchester. We just take a snapshot, and all of that. But more than that, or rather just before Olumide's arrival in the UK, we are going to be playing host to his deputy's running mate, Yusuf Asama Kadiri, an astute lawyer, a son, one of those personality will be saying Edo State is proud of. This one is an Edo State man, thorough man, no history of saying man, he first did from one country, now fraudulent man. No, these are people that have served this country and served very well. With respect. This is the kind of people that for some people, of course, to say, we don't know this deputy. Who is he? You understand? I think we can talk about Denko, we can talk about SSG, but who is Asama? Don't go far away. Visit the conversation on Facebook. I will even put this for YouTube. Okay, on this Sunday, this one will be saying maybe you will stay you can join the Zoom. You can ask questions. You understand what I'm saying? And someone will be there to moderate. Okay, you will ask him questions directly to know whether you have somebody, because I'm interested in who becomes the deputy governor of Edo State as well. The reason is because it's very clearly stated. You understand what I'm saying now? If the governor is not around, the deputy becomes an acting, governor. Now, do you have a running mate that is ready to become the governor or acting governor from day one? This is that you can trust, that you can believe in, whose track records are very clear, whom you can, get baggage. Which is why let us come and interrogate Asama. Let us come and talk to him on Zoom. It's going to be big. A lot of people are going to come, and talk to him. You understand what I'm saying? Let's come and ask those questions. Let's determine whether this guy has capacity. Because we always talk about Shaibu Akpata. Come and meet his running mates. On Sunday the 21st, this Sunday when just come, so just about 3 days away, we are going to be hosting him. The time is going to be 8:30 p.m. Now Zoom, okay? The link will be underneath this video. We'll try to put them, or just check our community through this thing page on Facebook. You will see them there. Click on that link by 8 o'clock on that very Sunday. You will be in the room with us by 8:30 or before 8:30. Someone is going to join us, and we're going to have that conversation. So, my people, don't go too far away. It is the conversation. My name is Lamte Oreahi, and I'm going to want to sign off here. So, I don't try to make this matter clear as much as can be. We will always stay on this matter because these matters, when I talk about, so they are matters of interest to us and, of course, to every Edo State person. God bless you all. I'll see you when I see you.
We'll be okay.
Labour Party presents London Town Hall Meeting with Olumide Osaigbovo Akpata, Labour Party Governorship candidate, Edo State. It promises to be an interactive session. Venue, All Saints Community Centre, 105 New Cross Road, London SE14, SDJ. Date, 26 July 2024. Time, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. prompt. Registration is free. For inquiries, visit edodiasporaforakpata@gmail.com. Do remember that with Olumide and Kadiri, Edo will be okay. Labour Party, forward ever.
Oviaba, Edo State people who not do well. My brother, my sister, you never hear. Tori day, Jabrata. What are they talking about? Now, the Edo State Labour Party deputy governorship candidate, when name be Yusuf Asama Kadiri SAN, and he don't turn that to engage Edo State people all over the world for inside international Zoom meeting. My people, this na big package. package. It means to say anywhere you dey for this world, you dey UK, you dey America, you dey Canada, you dey Australia, anywhere you come dey for this world, you fit turn that green bar for inside your office, inside your room, anywhere to enter this Zoom meeting. Inside this Zoom meeting, Asamago they using man they talk wetin Olumide don dey tell us since how they want to govern Edo State. For where you dey, you go fit ask question, any question at all. You go fit interrogate them, because all the people when they plan say they want to govern Edo State, it good make we know who they be, the kind power, the kind thing when they carry come, when they want carry enter inside government house. My people, this na ogbonge opportunity for you. We be say he never really interact with the running mate of Olumide Akpata. This now the chance to do so, my people. You know the time, you know the day. I go tell you now, the day now on Sunday, the 21st of July 2024, and the time now 8:30 p.m. in the evening for Nigerian time. Green girl, now the matter want to start, my people. Now Zoom, as you listen to this ogbonge info, my people, make you look under and you go see the link to the Zoom. Just keep on Sam on that day by 8 o'clock in the evening for Nigerian time. The Zoom session go open. You go click and you go just enter around. Hey, we go wait for someone. When you go come, we will come talk to them. All the Jesus want this with them. My people, an opportunity to take know the people there when they aspire to govern us. My belly they sweet me. Olumide Akpata. Yusuf Asama Kadiri SAN. Labour Party. Una too much.
Time to you, my people. Even if the road be rough, I know mine. Cause together we shall stand.
My people, make we all come out on election day and vote Olumide Osaigbovo Akpata, una guy, as governor of Edo State. He ready to change our story and bring better life for we and our pikin them. Vote Labour Party, the party for Papa, Mama and Pikin. Make we vote well, Oludi, confirm. Now you be our guy. Labour Party, forward ever.
Olumide Akpata.